Hi guys, and welcome back to Dream Queen. Perla here. So we are back with our fire signs. So as I always say, any questions as to what it is that I do, how I get the songs, services that I provide, and things like that, underneath on the description. So we're gonna jump right in. Fire, your song is "Water Under the Bridge" by Adele. Oh honey, what? I'm not singing it. Oh honey, if I am not the one for you, why have we been through what we've been through? Again, this message can be whether you're a fire sign or your significant other is a fire sign, your twin. It's like looking at everything that happened in the past and finally understanding the lessons that were supposed to be learned, even if it took a couple of tries, and wanting to just move forward with the connection. But I feel like one or the other are still having some resistance, and it's more of like, okay, so if you don't believe that this is who we are and that we are connected this way, then just kind of like let me energetically just give me my space, because you say one thing with your mouth, but then your soul and your mind is constantly pulling me in. Now let's get to the reading. I know things just come, right? Yeah, constantly like pulling you in. But for those for the DFs watching, whether you're a fire sign or your person is a fire sign, continue on working on you and continue on working on your alignment. You cannot let the distractions of what the thoughts that are coming through your DM at the moment take you off track, because for some reason, I feel like the DFs and connected to this energy, whether you're a fire sign or not, you can become very quickly distracted with everything that comes with your DM, and kind of just pull away from what you're doing, or what you've been doing and working on yourself. Excuse me. It's like, obviously, you know, a lot of people say it, the DFs usually are the ones that are aware or look for information first when it comes to the twin flame journey. But here what I'm seeing is the DM looking at everything that the two of you have gone through, and realizing the lessons. So in essence, there are in this energy of getting to a point where they understand why they did certain things, whether if it was cheat or choose family or friends over you, or whatever it is the case may be. But they're understanding where within themselves they were lacking, that they felt that they had to have that power over you, if that makes any sense. And I mean, this is not something that just happened once. This was like a continuous thing that happened, but they're finally getting that the clarity as to why they behaved the way they did. Oh, excuse me. No, I'm not sleeping. It's we call this a yawning day. So I have days where I wake up yawning, and I will yawn the entire day, sometimes for a couple of days, until my body kind of like realizes it, that I'm not sleepy or tired. In that sense, like, you know, whatever. Go look at my narcolepsy page so you can understand. see, I don't see them like, I don't see the fire energy or people connected to them in that dark space at the moment or coming out of it. It is more of the getting all the clarity that they need, because they came out of that. They came out of that the shadow. There's the confusion. So kind of just laying everything out and just kind of like, okay, so this happened, but why? Oh, okay. Like kind of like that, like, you know, deciphering a puzzle or whatever. You know, before you start before you start doing a puzzle, well, I do anyway. Like you'll see colors and shades that are similar. I kind of like putting them in little groups, so that then when we're putting the picture together, it just kind of like, it all makes sense. It just kind of flows, and I feel like that's what they're doing. It's like it's a huge puzzle that they have spread out, and they're just separating the little things that came about, that happened, and in an order that makes sense to them to finish finally getting that clarity that they need when it comes to everything that has transpired within the connection. And I feel like some of the DMs are getting impatient when it comes to for their DM to come forward. And it's like, that is where that impatience is something that you have to work on and make sure that you're staying aligned, because if you are completely aligned, then you wouldn't be impatient, because they have to work through what they have to work through, and they have to get their clarity in their own way, and like, you know, to be able to get a full understanding of it, or understanding, whatever the hell people want to call it nowadays. People keep changing words on me, but anyways, it is about you staying your course, because this journey is about self-love, and you have to just love yourself. And I feel like all right, let's be honest here. Everybody, 99% of you have probably gotten high at one point in your life. I don't do it because it just makes it so if I smoke weed, because I've done it in the past when I was a teenager, it causes me to get really bad nightmares. But I'm assuming that this is what normal people feel like when they are smoking weed, like high, like in the clouds. And I feel like that is like what the fire sign, the fire signs are kind of feeling, like high in the clouds, like, ooh, I'm getting all of this, like all of, like they're seeing everything with like new eyes, like, ooh. But that's how I feel right now. Like, I'm not saying that anybody's out there actually getting high. So I've had a lot of trial medications and things like that. And there was something I took once that made me feel like that, but it didn't help with what it was supposed to help. So I was like, this makes no sense. Like, I just feel kind of like, ooh, like in a dream, like not even a dream stage. It's just kind of like high, like, whoa, yeah. Oh, well, I get it. Think, oh my God. This is what I dislike about this, is like people like, the energies just kind of take over. But that's what I'm sensing. It's like they're looking at everything and they're like, oh. But it's like that sense of like, they know that what is coming in, what they're feeling, what they're understanding about the situation is coming from a higher place. It is not about something that somebody told them. And it's not about something that they read or anything like this. It's kind of like, oh. Okay, we need to shake this off. Anyways, because I gotta drive to pick up my kids, and I can't be looking like I'm high when I'm not. Anyway. And again, I'm not saying that they're getting high. I am just saying that is the feeling that they're getting. Because, you know, people say that they get high in order to feel happy or feel whatever, or like numb the pain or whatever. But it's like just that out of this world type of experience, I guess. We'll move along. We'll leave that high to the other side. Oh, Lord. Okay. I don't know, there's not really, it just keeps repeating the same message. Kind of sucks because it's kind of short. But, oh, 10-10 when I said that. Anyways, well, on my end, you know. But is just getting a full, complete, like, knowing of the lessons that, not just the lessons that had to be learned, but why they had to be learned. And it's kind of actually quite beautiful, because when you understand not so much just the lesson, but what in you was craving a certain, like craving something, or trying to release something, or trying to replace something, then it changes the game. Because when you're aware, you don't make the same mistakes unless you want to, you know. That's up to you. But, you know, normally, like, if you go and you put your hand over a stove and it burns you, you're aware that that's hot and it's going to burn you. So you're not going to go ahead and do it again unless you like the pain. Just saying. You know, fire signs. They probably like fire. I don't think they like the fire of getting hurt or burned. I think they like the excitement that it brings. And give me a second. Let me just pick up this card. And I think it's more about realizing that it's the excitement that, I'm going to keep that one, that they like, and they are realizing that they can have the same excitement that they've had with multiple relationships or multiple partners with just one person. And how, I swear to God, I only dropped one card, and now there's 2 more on the floor. Give me a second. And it's like, you know, sorry. And it's like, you know, so this is card interesting, because none of those cards I chose. Somebody choose the card I want to choose. But I think there's a message within the 3 cards to film. Alright, so the card that I chose, because I was shuffling, Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. This is what they're working towards. The Hermit, retreat and recharge. I feel like this is where they have been. So like I said, I don't sense that that withdrawal or that darkness energy in them. I feel like they already went through this. And they have seen, so it's White Witch, be the light. It's like they have been shown from within themselves exactly what the connection is and what the lessons and things were. And it's like dropping their shields. So this is the protection guardian, and it's dropping their shields so that they can love just one person freely and allow that one person to love them and still have the excitement that they've had in the past when they needed multiple relationships. So I'm gonna end it there, because honestly nothing else wants to come through with the fire signs, which I thought was kind of, you know, it's short, but it's kind of like right to the point, and that's kind of like where they're at right now. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye bye.